Sacred Pathways, Navigating God's Plan for Your Journey. Once upon a time, there was a small village at the foot of a mountain. The villagers were known for their devotion to their gods and the rituals they performed to connect with them. Every year, the villagers would gather at the village square and perform a sacred dance that they believed would bring them closer to their gods. However, one year, a stranger arrived in the village. He was unlike anyone they had ever seen before. His clothes were tattered, and he carried a large bag on his back. The villagers were curious about him, and soon enough, rumors began to circulate about him. Some said that he was a prophet, others believed that he was a thief. However, the stranger paid no attention to the rumors and instead went about his business, exploring the village. One day, he came across a young boy who seemed lost and forlorn. The stranger asked the boy what was wrong, and the boy replied that he was trying to find his way up the mountain to the temple where his family performed their rituals. However, he was lost, and he didn't know which path to take. The stranger smiled and said, "I know the way. Follow me." The boy followed the stranger as he retraced his steps back to the village square. There, the stranger pointed to a small path that wound itself around the mountain. "This path will take you to the temple," he said. The boy was elated and grateful to the stranger. "I will never forget your kindness," he said as he went on his way. Days passed, and the stranger remained in the village. People began to notice that he was always on the move, exploring every inch of the village and its surroundings. Some villagers began to see him as a nuisance, while others saw him as a valuable guide. One day, the village elder approached the stranger and asked him why he was always wandering around. The stranger replied, "I am searching for my own sacred pathway." The elder was curious. "What do you mean by that?" The stranger explained, "I believe that each of us has a unique journey to follow, one that leads to our own understanding of ourselves and our connection to the divine. It's a journey that cannot be led by anyone else, but it can be inspired by others." The elder nodded. "I see. So, do you have any advice for us?" The stranger smiled. "Only this. Your sacred pathways are as unique as your fingerprints. Follow them with all your heart, and the gods will guide you." The villagers were left to ponder the stranger's words, and many of them began to see their rituals and customs in a new light. They realized that their devotion to their gods was not enough if they did not understand their own journey. From that day on, the villagers began to explore their own sacred pathways, inspired by the stranger who had shown them that their journey was personal, but not solitary. The village became a place of exploration, and its people became lifelong seekers of the divine, each on their own unique path.